Alright, so I have a scrapbook process video for you today. Right now, I'm kind of just in the background there looking at all these items that I had from, I was going to use that stamp, that's what I had showing that. All these items came from a Scrapbooktastic kit back in December of 2014. So right now I'm looking through these words here, these high swap words, and I'm going to use the word fabulous in my photo. You can kind of see it up in the top right hand corner there. It's a photo of my cousins and I my cousins really getting ready for my cousin's wedding. Anyways, I'm going through this kit, trying to look to see what I want to use from it, and why this kit's so old is because I really kind of got out of scrapbooking for a while there, and then life just got busy with life. My condo flooded. I had moved, then my condo had flooded from a neighbor, and then I just really now kind of gotten back into scrapbooking after I've moved back in and having to, I was unpacking all my stuff. Anyways, so here I am still looking through all the kits. I had little cards. I got the cards for in there as well. So here I'm looking at this paper. I really want to use this polka dot paper, and I also want to use the pink paper too as well. So I'm kind of going to just use both, and I'm just eyeballing, cutting here. The neat edges are not a big deal for me. I really wanted to use that watermark paper, but I just couldn't make it work or fit in there anyway. So I'm going to put off the side. Then here's some other paper that I had used for, was leftover scraps from a baby gift that I had made. I made one of my friends their child's name with some scrapbook paper. Anyway, so here I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to put the word fabulous. And I wanted to use the word fabulous because, we're getting ourselves all prepped up and fabulous for my cousin's wedding. So later on, I'm going to name it titled Fabulous Girls. And then the kit that came, that little, I don't know, sunburst thing as well. So I was trying to use that. Then I'm looking through my pens right now to see which ones I want to use for this layout. I was kind of trying to challenge myself to use different color pens instead of just the plain old black pens. I knew I wanted to use that ink pad right there that stamp, in the corner there, and I wanted to use it with a blue ink. So again, like I said, I'm trying to find a pen, and I found one of my gold pens because I'm going to outline on the papers with the gold. So what am I doing now? I was marking on the papers where they were at. So when I come back here and put the stamp, I kind of had an idea of where they are, and then I'm going to take a picture of them so I remember how the paper is laid out. Alright, so now I'm going to trim off that bottom little strip there. And now I'm going to stamp, and I'm just rubbing some dry eraser on there to kind of prep the stamp because I have no idea if I've ever used this stamp before or not. So I'm just inking it with some Tim Holtz Distress ink with the navy. I'm just kind of testing it right here in the middle because I know it's going to be covered to see if this is what I really want to use and if the stamp's working right, the ink's working, or whatnot. So I'm just going around. I'm going to ink it around the edges, trying to line it up so it kind of matches on the edge. But what I liked about that stamp, it's kind of just like distressed anyways with, I don't know, like wording and whatnot. So now I'm just going to quickly outline the edges of these papers with my gold pen. And here we go. You're going to see me because I outlined it on the wrong side here. I should have done the other pink line stripe, which I'll end up doing in a moment. Because I realized, oh yeah, see, I pulled out the other polka dot one. That was what one of my layers was. I was using that one. So now I'm just going to continue outlining the different layers. Here I did 3 lines for it. So now I'm looking and seeing the stamps that I didn't quite match up, so I'm going to have to come back in a moment and stamp some more, which is fine. It works out. So I was just laying it out how the papers were earlier. going back and looking at my photo to make sure I have it right because I couldn't quite remember. So I was about to start gluing it down, but then I realized I really miss, you can't see it down there at the bottom. So I'm going to come back and ink. So I can get the down there at the very bottom of the page to outline. I have a little background there. Okay, so now I'm going to start gluing down all the sheets the order that I wanted them. I'm just kind of lining them up to make sure they went how I wanted them. And there we go. All right, so now I'm going to insert the photo there as well. I found this little tag or tab in that kit that said moments here, or gluing that down. Going back and looking to make sure and we wanted to put the word fabulous. I'm just looking right now for some of my glues to see which one would kind of, you wouldn't be able to see it. And I have no idea. It's like some sticky thumb glue there that's kind of I was using to hide behind the letters there. And now I'm going to glue down with my Scotch glue here. A little burst, sunburst kind of thing. And just picking up some glue, Now I wanted to add this little sticker here that said something about girls, lovely girls or something or another. So I didn't know where I can put it around the photo, so I decided let me put a little part here at the top. And so I just used some more of that scrap of that teal paper and outlining again. And now I saw in the group that I had these little hearts, burlap little sticky hearts that I wanted to use as well that came out of the kit. And I kind of wanted to use hearts since it was for a wedding. I'm not a big heart person, but I was going to use them there. They're just layering those stickers there. Lay that down. And now what I think I'm probably thinking about, oh, here we go. I pulled out my washi tapes to see if I wanted to use some washi tape. Because that top corner, I feel like it needed a little bit more. I just didn't know what. So I'm looking through all my washi tapes to see if I have any colors that kind of match. Because I was kind of looking for like a pinky salmon color, but I didn't really have any. So I think I go looking at my ribbons to see if I have any ribbons that would match, flowers, something, some other little embellishment that way I could pull that salmon color up there to the top. And here I'm pulling out some flowers. I think. And I was looking through and then kind of clean up a little bit in between. So I couldn't figure out anything. So I went and used these enamel dots. I was deciding what I wanted to do with them. I decided to put them up, just this little embellishment there on the hearts and the edge. And I was trying to see if I could put one on that little sunburst, but it just didn't work. Then I went looking through my labels and my sticker labels to see if I had anything else I can embellish for at that top corner. I found this kind of navy blue label that I wanted to add because I wanted to use some of the navy blue and incorporate that because those little polka dots back there have some navy blue. So I continue looking through all my little labels to see if I have any more stuff. Like, all my supplies are really old. I'm sure they're over a year old or more. I haven't bought anything in the last year or so. Or maybe not a year, about 6 months at least. So I went and pulled out my letter stickers. And these are like a navy blue glitter. And then I saw those arrows that I have. And so I'm going to go and mist them. And then I have these little mini markets that were cream and navy blue. I really was, when I was going to pull out my letters, I knew I had those navy blue ones with the cream, the little mini markets. So here I'm looking to see, I'm going to mist those arrows. I want to use some of those arrows and I'm going to go mist them. I knew I had to have a salmon color of some glimmer mist or some little mist that I could use. And if not, I would have made a color that works. So there I went off to the side and I have a little box over on the corner that I spritz in. Anyway, so there we added those little arrows, and then here I'm going to try to figure out how to add the word girls. And I didn't know if these glittery navy blue letters would work, and I just didn't like them. They were just too big. I don't know, they just didn't work. So then I tried the mini market ones, which was my original idea anyways to use, was those, and I like them a lot better because it pulls that cream that's in from the background as well. So now I think I'm going through Facebook to figure out when my cousin's wedding was, so I can put that date stamp up there later. And then also, I was kind of writing out what I was going to say in my journaling here. That's just one of my processes I have to do, or otherwise I would think an error, or I lose train of thought or something. So anyways, I went gonna go looking through Facebook to find out when my cousin's wedding was. So I'll quickly go through that on my phone, trying to figure out when this photo was taken, because I knew it was over a couple years ago. I knew it was in December, I knew it was in 2013, just couldn't remember the date. And I was like actually off. Luckily, I was just off by one date. So luckily for Facebook, people document their lives on it, so I was able to go figure things out. So just quickly going through, finding the date, and I found it. I was kind of, as I was going through, waiting for things to load, I was kind of setting up the stamp, knowing that it was 2013 in December. So anyways, I'm going to quickly keep doing that. So, but I have been scrapbooking a little bit more. Yes, I have made other layouts the last couple days, and I finally, decided to video process one to put here on my YouTube channel. So I'm putting the stamp down, and I think that should be pretty much it from now on. So thanks for watching.